90% of the apps you use are designed to fail. And the reason why is hiding on a golf course. Golf is the only sport where you can do everything right and still look like an idiot in front of 3 strangers and a goose. And here's the twist. That's also your last failed UX project. Because like golf, 95% of UX failure happens before you ever draw your first wireframe. Research shows 95% of our choices are unconscious. You're about to learn 7 brutal UX lessons golf will smack you with, whether you play or not. Starting with the one that can fix half your problems before they even start. Ignore them, and you'll keep sabotaging your product and your team and users without even realizing. UX Golf Lesson 1. Your wireframe is your stance. Most teams blame bad code or poor execution when a feature collapses. But pros know 80% of a golf shot happens before the swing with the grip, the stance, the alignment. Psychologist Peter Gollwitzer showed that having clear implementation intentions, a plan, makes you 3 times more likely to succeed. Skip the setup in golf, and you're aiming at the parking lot. Skip it in UX, and you're building a beautiful solution for an audience that doesn't exist. Your user research, your problem statements, your wireframes, that's your setup. Nail it, and most of your problems vanish. But a perfect setup is useless if you commit the sin of Lesson 2. One that plagues almost every tech company. UX Golf Lesson 2. Stop swinging so hard. Hustle culture screams. More features. More hours. It's a lie. While pros swing at 80% power and with 100% precision, amateurs swing at 120% effort with 10% accuracy. Anders Ericsson's research on deliberate practice proves that real improvement comes from focused precision, not brute force. In design, this is Hick's law. The more choices you add, the more you paralyze the user. Your job isn't to add more. It's to relentlessly remove the unnecessary. Fewer, high-value features always beat 20 mediocre ones. Impact is greater than effort. Always. UX Golf Lesson 3. Play the course, not the scorecard. Teams get obsessed with metrics. Conversion rates, session duration, and daily active users. They stare at the analytics and forget the human on the other side of the screen. Arnold Palmer said his favorite rounds weren't his lowest scores. They were the ones with friends and laughter. This is confirmed by Harvard's 75-year happiness study. Deep relationships, not numbers, predict fulfillment. When you design only for metrics, you create dark patterns and soulless products. When you design for the human journey, you build love and loyalty. The user's journey is the game. But what happens when that journey leads straight to disaster? Lesson 4 is your survival guide. UX Golf Lesson 4. The water hazard in your head. You stand over the water, and your brain screams. Don't hit it in the water. And splash. That's fear of failure directly creating failure. Suppressing a thought, like don't let the user get an error, makes it dominate your focus. UX teams terrified of negative feedback will avoid user testing entirely, and end up sinking the whole project. The fix? Name the hazard. Acknowledge the risk. Then design the most elegant, helpful error message possible. Shipping and getting data always beats not shipping at all. What's your biggest water hazard at work? A difficult stakeholder? Fear of launching? Comment below. I will read every single one. UX Golf Lesson 5. Play the ball where it lies. Something breaks. A user test reveals a fatal flaw. Everyone wants a mulligan. They want to ignore the bug or blame the requirements. In golf, you don't get to reposition the ball. Phil Mickelson once famously played a shot from inside a hospitality tent because that's where his ball landed. He adapted. This is the story of Slack. They were building a video game that failed. But they had also built an internal chat tool that their team loved. They didn't deny their failure. They played the ball where it lay. That tool became a multi-billion-dollar company. Transparency isn't optional in UX. It's survival. UX Golf Lesson 6. Asking for help is a power move. Teams think asking for feedback is admitting weakness. It's the opposite. Tiger Woods rebuilt his swing from scratch, twice. With the coach. Picasso copied the masters for years before he broke the rules. The Dunning-Kruger effect proves that novices wildly overestimate their abilities, while true experts are the ones constantly asking for feedback. Pride keeps you and your product average. Design critiques, usability tests, and mentorship aren't signs of weakness. They're leverage. And that brings us to the final lesson. The one that separates good designers from legends. UX Golf Lesson 7. Visualize the shot. Most teams get an idea and immediately start designing screens. Tiger Woods visualized every shot, its trajectory, its bounce, its roll, before he even began his swing. fMRI scans prove this isn't magic. Visualization fires the same neurons as actual execution. Your brain rehearses the victory. This was Steve Jobs' superpower. He was obsessed with the user's entire journey. From seeing the ad, to unboxing the product, to the feeling of the first click. He visualized the complete story. Your user journey maps and prototypes aren't paperwork. They're visualization. An hour of sketching saves a week of coding the wrong thing. UX without vision is just chaos. Golf is the closest life simulator we have. Preparation, chaos, failure, recovery, and sometimes a miracle birdie you didn't deserve. So, which of these 7 lessons hit you the hardest? Drop the number in the comments. You'll be shocked how many others are stuck on the same hole. Because in UX, like in golf, the best round you'll ever play is the one you're in right now. And the next shot, that one's on you.